Hey there YouTube, this is Lord of Horses 777 coming to you today with another deck build. Another one of the fun decks that I like to use for practicing against new decks that I build. But it's a really fun deck to play. So, let's get started. We'll start off 3 Gaga Magicians. Pretty explanatory. He can change his level at will for once per turn from levels 1 through 8. Easy X-Seed summoning. You got Gaga Girl. If there's a Gaga monster on the field, she can copy that monster's level, and she becomes that level. So, Gaga Magician, if he's level 4, if you kept him at level 4, she copies that level, and she becomes level 4. Easy X-Seed summoning. But when she's using an X-Seed material for summoning, she automatically sends your opponent's monster's attack to 0. So, pretty good card. Now this one's fun. Gaga Child. Whenever you control a Gaga monster on the field, she can be special summoned from your hand. Not only that, if she's special summoned in that way, she copies the Gaga's monster's level. It's just like Gaga Girl. Easy X-Seed summoning. Then you've got Gaga Gardener. He's pretty good himself. Your opponent declares a direct attack. Special summon him from your hand. And then you can also discard 1 card each time he's targeted for attack and negate that attack. So, pretty much a defender. Tatsuki Knight. If you have no monsters on your side of the field and no cards in your hand, your opponent attacks. He ends the battle phase, automatically special summon in defense position, and yeah, a good blocker. The only problem with him is once per duel you can only use that effect. Marauding Captain, pretty explanatory. He summoned, you can automatically summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand. Again, for easy XZ summonings for level 3s. Goblin Bird, just like Marauding Captain, summoned from your hand, automatically special summons a level 4 or lower monster from your hand and places it in defense position. Easy XZ summoning for 4. Zubaba Knight, and there's a filler. And then we have the Zexal weapons that I have in here. Eagle Claw. He can be special summoned from your hand if your life points are 2,000 or lower than your opponent's. Not only that, but he also can once per turn negate the effects of your opponent's trapped card and negates its effect. Now this one's probably got to be one of my favorites. It's the Zexal weapon Tornado Bringer. Good card. It helps your Utopia monster not be targeted by any card effects. Well, keeps it from being targeted by card effects. Zexal weapon Ultimate Shield can bring back one of your Exceeds monsters that are removed from play. So say you have a Utopia, summon him, bring back Utopia, and he automatically equips, giving it 2,000 defense points. Then you've got Zexal weapon Unicorn Spear. Now, whenever he battles a monster, with Utopia Ray battles a monster, he automatically negates the effect of the monster that he's battling, giving him a 1,900 attack points. I also forgot to mention that the other Zexal weapons, Tornado Bringer gives 1,300 and Eagle Claw gives 2,000 attack points. So, that does it for the monsters. Now the spells and traps. You have Gaga Bolt. Really good card if you have a Gaga monster on the field. Automatically destroys 1 card on the field. Gaga Revenge. Now, this one's really interesting because if you play it, it targets a Gaga monster in your graveyard and you are automatically able to special summon it. And whenever that monster is used for an Exceed summon, he pretty much gives all your Exceed monsters a 300 attack power boost. So, really good to be using. Now, 3 Barian Magic Limited Forces. Of course, used for the Utopia that's in the deck to help summon Utopia Ray V, or whatever it's called. And I plan on making this deck a Chaos Exceeds deck, so I plan on getting more Chaos Exceeds monsters. Full Force Strike gives your monsters pretty much invincibility except from spells and traps and effects. And if it attacks the monster, you don't take any nobody takes any damage from that battle, but it automatically destroys it at the end. And then reinforcement of the army. For your warrior type monsters such as Moran and Captain and help special summon. So now for the traps. 3 Dark Bribe. I'm on the fence about this card because it does negate any effect that's activated from spells or traps. The only problem is that it gives your opponent the ability to draw 1 card after that. So I'm pretty much on the fence for that card. Gagaga Shield. If you control a Gagaga monster and equips to that automatically, and it helps protect your monster from up to 2 attacks, keeping it from being destroyed. Exceed effect. Might add a 3rd one. Whenever you Exceed summon, you can automatically target 1 card on the field and automatically destroy it. Impenetrable attack. Pretty much like I said before with the Exceed effect. I'll add a 3rd one. What it does is it targets 1 of your monsters, and it helps protect that monster from being destroyed for that turn. Or if you have no monsters on the field, it helps you from keeping life point damage from yourself. So it's good for defense. And then of course, we've got Copy Knight. Plan on adding a 2nd one. Whenever you have a warrior monster on the field, it automatically activates. You can, it special summons a token with the same level, the same attack. I believe it's the same attack. No, it's 0/0. And it's a light type light monster. So, easy Exceed summoning just for Goblinberg and whatnot. Now onto the Exceeds, or the extra deck. 3 Utopias, the whole build behind the deck. Really good card. He has, if it's, somebody attacks, you can remove an Exceed material from it and negates that attack. Utopia Ray. I wasn't so happy about this card due to the fact that, you know, it helps lower your opponent's monster's attack by 1,000 points. The only problem is you got to make sure that your life points are below 1,000. So, really bad card in my opinion. Let's see here. Now this card I was really happy to see come out. It is the number C39 Utopia Ray V. Whenever he's destroyed, whether it be battle or card effect, you can automatically summon another Xyz monster to the field. But his 2nd ability is what gets me, because it automatically destroys a monster on your opponent's side of the field, and your opponent takes damage equal to that attack. So, here's one of my all-time faves. It has to be Hieratic. See the Hieratic Dragon Sun, the Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis. Really good for destruction, and he's used for level 8s. Then you have Swordbreaker. Whenever he attacks, you can get rid of 1 material on him, and he can choose 1 type of monster, and whatever, if it battles that type, it automatically destroys it. Number 17 Leviathan is a filler, pretty much. Volcanosaurus, number 61. Remove a material from him, automatically destroys a monster on the opponent's side of the field, and an opponent takes damage equal to that. Now, I like this card, number 619, Phrasodon. If your Exceed monster wants to use a material, you can use a material of that monster instead, once per turn. Number 25, Force Focus, used for negating abilities. That'll help protect you pretty much from level 5 or higher effects, which are usually the strongest. And then Photon Strike Bouncer, used as the perfect defense for effects, automatically negates it, and your opponent takes 1,000 points of damage, including with the destruction of that card. But yeah, like I said, fun day. Alright, that's all for today. Please subscribe to Lord of Horses 777, and please leave comments on how I could possibly make this deck better. Other than that, I'll talk to y'all later. Night.